So we're here today at Radisson, Trinidad for the San Fernando Fashion Week. I'm GiGi. This is KVTV. We're going to interview some designers, interview supporters, models. You know how it goes at our fashion shows. So let's get in. Let's see what it's about. Let's have some fun. KVTV, keep it locked.
Good blender. Should have done already blend up that, Michelle. You don't think so? Huh? This is a lot of goats here. How much goats is this?
I am now testing these new utensils or new KitchenAid items that KVTV has just purchased. And I am fortunate to be the...
Do you want experience in broadcasting?
We're going to check out some of our shows.
Meet interesting people.
Hi to all the viewers of KVTV. You know we were the big boss.
Hey you guys, Neicy here with KVTV, and yes, we're at the gym because we're about to start KVTV's very own fitness show.
So we're here with Gayelle. What a lovely name, I must say. Okay, so you're the administrator for the Sando Week. Tell us a little bit about your duties and so forth, and how long the Fashion Week is actually going to be going for.
Okay, my duties involve contacting designers, collecting information, contacting media like you all, liaising with the models, etc., and the basic organization of the whole event.
It's a big job.
Yes, it is.
So how long in planning did you actually have this? Is it something that you all do every year? And how long have you been actually doing it?
Yes, it's done every year. However, San Fernando Fashion Week has been in existence for 9 years. I have been doing it for only 3. So I had a predecessor. And it's such a hard task. It is.
Okay, so today, tell us how many actual designers are on the pre-show today. And following this, when is the grand final Fashion Week show for you all? And where is it? Because today we're at Radisson's, but where we're going to be for the final?
Okay, we have 9 designers on cast today. As we said, this is the pre-show. It's just a little teaser, a little glimpse as what is to come. The final show is going to be taking place at South Napa on the 22nd of June, 5 p.m., same time as today.
So I'm here with Janet Maurice from Venezuela, and she's part of the San Fernando Fashion Week. So tell us what you're doing all the way in Trinidad.
Oh, well, I came here to study, and I just stay, and I live here now. I'm married. Yes.
So how long have you been living in Trinidad and actually doing designs for the Trinidad fashion industry?
Oh, well, I finished my studies in 2009, so in about 2012 when I started. And this is my first show, actually, to present my collection.
Tell us a little bit about your collection. What was the inspiration behind the collection and the team, or tell us a little more about what it is inspired you to create this for San Fernando Fashion Week.
Okay, well, I am doing a collection for children, and I got inspired for the nature and all the bright colors of summer. So you will be seeing a lot of flowers and a lot of bright colors in the collection.
And where did you actually study? For someone who is thinking about getting into the fashion industry or qualifying themselves in terms of certification, where you think is the best place for them to go and study to do designs and so forth?
Oh, well, I didn't study the design in Trinidad itself, but I did it with Penn Foster School, and I did fashion designs. But I have heard that all the UTT, and I have a very good program there. So I will recommend that they attend to it.
Okay, so we're here with Sean Paul. I don't think he's the Jamaican singer, as we know. But Sean, tell us what you're doing here today.
Yes, I'm sponsoring the shows, Food Candy. And yes, that's why I'm here.
Okay, so tell us, in terms of what do models really look for in terms of the shoe heights, in terms of the inches on a heel for a fashion show such as this?
Yes, this is the styles, the models, the footwear.
So I'm here with Lauren Peter. She's making me look absolutely shorter. But it's all good. Lauren, tell us a little bit about the inspiration for your designs for tonight's show.
Okay, well, my designs, their name is Chickpea Collection. Actually, it's a play with words, chickpeas. There where you get the yellows and the oranges, those hues, because when you hear about chickpeas, it's China, right? And you know, we love the doubles, we love the curry down here in Trinidad. So that's what I wanted to show, our kind of West Indian culture. And that's where you get all those lovely colors. And that was the inspiration. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed my collection.
Yes, your collection also had a lot of air to it in terms of how it flowed and so forth. Yeah. But tell me a little bit about how long have you been actually designing?
I am so new into the designing world. I modeled for several years with Sando Fashion Week and all the other, companies in Trinidad. But into design, it's just under a year, and I'm really excited, and I want people to feel the way excited when they're wearing my clothes.
So we're here with Celine
Sally, signature design.
Sally, sorry. Sally was actually trotting on the runway as though she was one of the models.
I am a model actually, so I kind of got carried away. Then I realized, I'm not supposed to be modeling.
So tell us a little bit about the pieces that you actually showcased at the pre-show today.
Okay, well, this is the first time I'm actually showing publicly. I decided to go with a theme Trinidad and Tobago. Because of all the negativity towards Trinidad and Tobago right now, I decided to do something positive. And I didn't want to go with the regular designs and all that. I wanted to be different. I always like to be different. So I decided to go into silk paintings. I never learned to paint. This just came naturally one day. I painted an outfit to go to Barbados, and it actually came out really nice. But I painted it with my son's paint, so it washed off. Water paint. So then I started researching, and I found out what paints he used, and I found silk and all that. So I started bringing down the silk. But this is the first collection. It's the Scarlet Ibis. I did a piece Chaconia. The grey piece was the Mud Volcano. There's the leatherback turtle. So I'm showcasing Trinidad and Tobago to the world, our beauties. We have so much of lovely places in Trinidad, traveling to different Caribbean islands, and I always go and tour the island, and I realize that we have so much beauty in this country. So I want to put that in the form of fashion. And as you notice, I'm not doing all the fancy designs, it's just dresses, because it's really it's the painting I want to be shown. Well, I don't have any painting because of the other paintings around me. I didn't want to wear something that was painted tonight. So actually, I got this idea from a red carpet look recently in some of those awards show. Yeah, so I decided to go with the Trinidad and Tobago team because I think it's refreshing. The pieces, I'm sure, well, that's the feedback I got. It was refreshing, and everybody really appreciated it. So I intend to do more pieces. For the final show, I'm doing like the Pitch Lake, and I'm actually doing a piece with Petrotrin. I'm doing, reflecting our oil industry, and more of you look forward to the big show. A lot more to come.
There was a nice flow when your models were going by. I think that's what caught my eye in terms of how they were like draping and walking across.
I coached them before. I said it's Trinidad and Tobago. You all are from Trinidad and Tobago, and be proud. And when you're walking out, I am a model with the House of Jackie. So I am a model. Probably that's why I got carried away. I started modeling myself, and then I realized, I'm not, sorry for the language. I'm not modeling tonight. So notice I didn't go to the last lane. So I told them, I said, it's the paintings I want shown. So it's silk, so it moves very nicely. So, you know, move the fabric, let it work. So, and they did justice to the pieces.
So, we're here with Shirin. Shirin is here to, support his daughter, who's part of the Sando Fashion show today. So, Shirin, how long has she been modeling?
Maybe a year. So far, yeah.
And in terms of fashion events, what events has she been to? Is this her first big show?
Big show, yeah. First big show.
And how do you feel as a father of an aspiring model? Maybe she might be on top model one day. What do you think about that?
I feel very proud of her and stuff, and yeah, well, I wanted to see how she model and stuff for the first time and stuff, you know what I mean?
So I'm here with Salim Samuel, one of the most passionate audience members today at the Sando Fashion Week pre-show. Salim, tell us a little bit about your history in fashion.
Well, I've been in the fashion industry for over 25 years. I have shown collection in New York, Jamaica, Barbados, St. Kitts, Antigua, and Trinidad and Tobago as well. Yeah.
What do you thought about today's pre-show?
Well, you know what I love about it, and it gave me inspiration seeing all these young designers creating their own looks and, you know, really bringing the passion to the Caribbean ecstatic. That is so nice to see today. I'm so happy I was here to see that.
Tell us a little bit. You said you were at another fashion show before you actually came here. What fashion show was that?
Oh, it was a Mother's Day fashion show at the Trinidad Hilton. It was called Fashion for Passion. So I just showed a very simple collection. Of course, I'm saying simple, but there was a lot of drama involved because I love drama. I love a woman when she walks into a room, she grabs the attention. And this is what the Salim story is all about.
Okay, tell me a little bit about, as a designer in Trinidad and Tobago, do you think it's hard in terms of getting your clothing sold as for retail purposes? And do you think that the market, you have that market in Trinidad, or it's internationally as opposed to the local market itself?
Well, when I came out back in the days, which was in the early 90s or mid 90s, I think the government was very instrumental in making, there was something called a buyer's gallery, and they had basically the public more or less really pushing the local designers. But now we have the ready-made market now, which is so strong. But what is good about wearing a designer piece is one of a kind. So people could really go for this ready-made stuff. But I mean, if you really want to look special, then you go to a designer and you get one of a kind. Something that would last, something that is, you could own it, it's yours. And this is why people have to come back and support the local designers here in Trinidad. Because they want to look that individual piece. You want to be your own person at any event you go to.
So we're here with Trevean Alpha. Trevean, tell us a little bit about your style in terms of designing.
In terms of my style is more like natural fabric, not printed, just plain, hand painted.
How long does it take in terms of hand painting? It sounds like a long process. Does the hand painting involve actually changing the color of the cloth? Like if it's white and you're going to hand paint it into a particular color, or is it that the design itself is a hand painted one?
It could be many ways. It could be colored. It could be one color into different shades, and that sort of thing.
So are you doing an adult line, or are there children as well involved in your presentation today?
Right now is children today. The adult line will be the other forum that they will have.
And how long have you actually been involved in fashion?
Not long. I've been sewing a long time, but not in fashion itself really. I'm not too sort of new to the stuff.
And you're from San Fernando as well?
No, I'm from Point Fortin.
I'm here with Sean Griffith, one of Trinidad and Tobago's top designers, as I'm hearing today. Tell me a little bit about the fashion show that you did sometime recently in Tobago.
Well, it's actually called Fashion Coda. It's the way they marry in our cultures, food, entertainment, music, and fashion. And the fashion got a center stage, and where a lot of our designers who in Trinidad and Tobago had an opportunity to showcase their resort line. So I was one of them, Salim, Peter Elias, and Claudia Pigas, Christian Boko, and others, yeah. And I'm not forgetting Heather Jones, yeah.
What was that experience like? And in terms of the actual fashion and so forth, when did you get into it? When did you start?
Oh, actually, I started liking fashion when I was like the age of 17. I had like clothes. So I really went in and learned to make clothes. So, but for a few years, I did garment construction mostly. But for 8 years now, I've been running my own label, which is Sean Griffith Perez Design Label. And it's really a challenging industry in the sense of, you know, breaking through. But as long as you stick to what you believe in and what you like, and you'll be okay.
When you think about retail outlets in which your clothes are actually sold and so forth, is it that you have your own boutique or you distribute your clothes to other places and other stores in order to get sales and so forth? And is your market more of a local one or an international one?
I would say local and internationally is 50-50, because after winning the 2006 Up and Coming Designer, I got the opportunity to showcase in Caribbean Fashion Week in 2007, and it's from there it started. So I got a lot of networking and meeting a lot of international people out there. Then I went to islands of the world in the Bahamas, and I also show in Antigua, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados. I had 2 private showings in London. So, you know, but I am now really focusing on the resort line, because as Mr. Darren had said, is that we have to sell ourselves, and ourselves is that Caribbean brand. And the resort line is what sells for us. And that is our point of market we have to produce with a ready-to-wear next day. And, you know, I think that is a good way to sell internationally. Yeah.
That was the pre-show of the Sando Fashion Week. We're looking forward to the actual final event that's going to be at South Napa, which we like to call SAPA, on the 22nd of June at 5 p.m. So don't miss it. There's a lot to come. As you saw, there's a lot of talent There's a lot of beauty, there's a lot of colors. Come and experience something different. All right? So this has been another KVTV fashion presentation. I'm your host, GiGi. The DJ is still spinning on the boards, and it's a wrap. Keep it locked.